gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got Sanu. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL, but it seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. And a dump off to White. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Brady, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On the ground, Michel, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Check 13. Check 13. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hey, ball 66.
On 3rd down, Michel, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw is Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A big run that time by Elliott. 69 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You've got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Forbath to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my linemen out in space and see if they can chop a hole.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Go right in. 54 Mike. Not here.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down. Pick the edge. Go. Check 3. Undercrunch. Watch the slant. Motion.
Running with Elliott. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
13. 54. Mike 54. I know he ain't got it.
Now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only him.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
54, right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Oh, good night, baby. Good night, baby.
On second down, Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. On third down, it's Prescott. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Everybody, kill. 57.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, Coleman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. After the sack on first down, Prescott. Flush to his right. Big Prescott stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
Here we go.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys.
Get nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A pass complete here to Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180. Check. White.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, 1 I got you. 54. Right. 50.
Garoppolo on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 180. 54.
On first down, Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Watch that.
Check 31. Check 31.
Here we go. Go to 54. Line. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Set, baby.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. Breida to get the third quarter started. He'll have a first down past the 40. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 71 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Big stop, let's go. Mike 5-4, Mike.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. The first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is going to be 49er football. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. 18 yards. First down, Niners. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
21.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 3 quarters have come and gone. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A first down throw for Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, 27 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Go, get out there.
57.
Here we go, 47. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Prescott to throw it. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin there to make the grab. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. Taking it in. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Forbath, the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go ahead.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Here we go. Right, 80. Right now, let's go. Right. 2.
To throw is Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but he was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. Completes it to Samuel. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Here we go. 120.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Get hot.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.
Incredible.